Hey everybody, it is She Has to Be Chic back again with another video about how you can engage your classroom learners in whatever it is that you're teaching. And today we're going to talk about how you can create your very own Quizlet game. Let's dig into it. Do you find that your students in the classroom are acting a plum fool and acting up whenever you're delivering a lesson? What about you just delivered what you thought was your best lesson ever? And then at the end when you say, okay, let's do this assignment, everybody seems bored out of their minds. Don't worry, I'm here to help you. I'm here to help you engage your learners and have them so excited once they leave your classroom that they're telling all their friends, wait till you go to Mr. or Mrs. So-and-so's class. We're going to be doing X, Y, and Z. You're going to have so much fun. I learned X, Y, and Z. So keep listening up if you want to learn how you can do that too. Okay, Quizlet is a website where you can create flashcards and different activities that your students can use in order to learn a particular subject. And the great thing about it is it has games that they can play at their house and also games that they can play in your classroom. If you watched my previous video on how to create your own Kahoot, it's sort of kind of like Kahoot, but very much so different. But we're going to dig into how you can create your very own Quizlet game that you can play in your classroom, or if you just want your students to study for a particular test and they can do it at their own pace at their house. Check it out. Okay, the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to Quizlet.com. Quizlet.com. Now I put the link to Quizlet in the description box. After you go to Quizlet.com, next you're going to want to sign up. And then of course, after you sign up, you're going to have to log in. So go ahead and do that for me. Okay, now that you've logged in and signed in, we're going to want to create a Quizlet set. So what you're going to do is you're going to look for the create button, click that, and it'll say create a new study set. And that's what we want to do. Where it says enter a title, enter your very own title for your class. I chose YouTube Quizlet. Where it says add a description, describe whatever activity it is that you want your students to do in your classroom. For this, I said Quizlet tutorial. Next, you're going to scroll down to the bottom, and this is where you can add your questions. Where it says definition, I wrote, what website did you find this on? And of course, you see I misspelled some stuff, so I had to go back and fix it. But I wrote my question to the right and then my term to the left. And then you can click image and then you can find a picture to go with that particular question. For the second question, I said, what is the name of the channel you found this on? And of course, it's She Has to Be Chic Boutique, which is the name of my online jewelry and accessory store. So I wrote that for term because that's going to be the answer for the definition. And then for the third question, or as you see here, I went back and corrected that error. For the third question, I wrote, what website are we currently on? Oh, and then at this point, I realized I wanted to add a picture. This took me to a part I didn't want, but here's where I added a picture. I chose a boutique as my term that I wanted to use in order to look things up. So as you see here, kind of like Kahoot, Quizlet will look up images in their database for you if you just put in whatever word you want to use, and I chose boutique. So anyway, back to question number 3, what website are we currently on? For the term, I wrote Quizlet. I chose image, and Quizlet was able to find a picture for what I want to use. Now for the fourth question, I wrote, what are we doing? And the answer was, we're creating a Quizlet. Duh. And then I chose an image. Now, of course, creating a quiz is pretty long, but they actually did have a picture that went along with it. So for the purposes of this tutorial, I just did 4 questions. Let's keep it short and sweet and to the point. And you can choose whether you want it visible to everybody or not everybody. And when you're done, click create and it saves it for you. As you notice here, it has a link. If you want to send a link to your students or whomever, or if you want to share it by email, you can do that too. But for the purpose of this tutorial, I'm not going to do either one of those, but I will put the link to this in the description box, that way you can play around with it. And now what you'll notice is it's on flashcard. With flashcard, you can show, like, let's say a term, and then you flip it over and there'll be a definition, and your kids can do that in order to learn, let's say, whatever lesson you're on. Next, I clicked learn. With learn, it says, what website are we currently on? Students click the answer choice. What are we doing? Creating a Quizlet. What is the name of the channel you found this on? She Has to Be Chic Boutique, the name of my online jewelry and accessory store. And then it tells students how they did their mastery, which is what I actually like. I like Quizlet. I've actually used it a lot in college, but I do use it in my classroom. Next, we have write. So if you want students to write the answers to the responses, that's what write is. And if you notice on the left, it says remaining, incorrect, correct. So it'll tell students automatically what they have correct and what they don't have correct. So that's why I like it. It's automatic feedback. Now spell. If you want your students to learn really hard terms or work on their spelling, you can use the spell feature. What are we doing? Creating a Quizlet. So that's the spell feature. Next up, we have tests. So if you want to give an assessment via Quizlet, or you want students to test themselves at home before giving an assessment in your classroom, they can use the test feature. You can do written, matching questions, multiple choice, true or false. You can go by the term, or you can go by the definition. That's what I like about it. You can switch it up. So now this is multiple choice. What website did you find this on? That's what multiple choice looks like. And then at the bottom, you'll see it's true or false. Creating a Quizlet. What website did you find this on? Is it YouTube? The answer, or for this is false, but She Has to Be Chic Boutique. What is the name of the channel? That was, of course, true. So we got 75%. Like I said, automatic feedback. Now let's do gravity. Gravity is like a game within the Quizlet activity. And so basically students have to answer questions before the asteroid, hits Earth. So what website did you find this on? Students will have to type in YouTube for that question. And you notice at the top it says hit escape in order to skip. What is the name of the channel you found this on? She Has to Be Chic Boutique, of course. Now, I didn't type anything in because I wanted to demonstrate what happens when, the asteroid hits Earth. I think you have so many chances and then it cancels the game. So because the asteroid hit Earth, it ended the game. So that's the really good thing about that. Now there is another game I love to use in my classroom. It's called Quizlet Live, but I'm going to have to show you that on another occasion because that requires me to actually log in as 2 players. But we'll do that on another YouTube tutorial. So make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and you stay tuned because I have more to show. And guess what? You did it. You made it to the end of this tutorial. I'm so excited that you stayed this long. Thank you. Thank you. You really like me. So please like and subscribe below. I'd really appreciate it. case you're looking for some jewelry and accessories that's really trendy, make sure you go to She Has to Be Chic Boutique. The website is linked below. It's where I sell really cute jewelry and accessories for the girl on the go. Thanks for watching.